Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward in spite of it. I have to have the courage. And let me tell you something, most Americans don't have this kind of courage. I have to have the courage to stop making excuses. Is this gonna be the year you stop making excuses? Do you wanna get well? Do you wanna get well? Do you want your life to change? Do you want your finances to be different? Do you want your marriage to be different? Do you wanna cure cancer? I can't, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too fat, I'm too thin. I can't, right? I can't. I hear this all the time, all the reasons that you can't do something. Don't tell me you can't. Don't give me excuses. What's the reason you've given yourself why you can't be successful and you can't be better? Let me tell you something I've learned. It's way easier to blame someone else than to get honest with yourself. What's the reason? What excuse have you bought into? What excuse have you believed that's not allowing you to live the life God's called you to live? I gotta have the courage to stop making excuses.
We have an epidemic in this world. The epidemic I'm talking about is a lot of people about fucking everything. It's about not having time. They it's about their boss, they're about their husband, they're about their lives, it's about everything. Some people even follow me on Instagram and about me cussing. So why the are you following me on Instagram if you know I'm gonna cuss? We about everything in life, but we do nothing about it. Very few people do anything about it. I'm fat, I'm out of shape, all these things. What the are you doing about it? You gotta take action in your life.
You know, I think most people think, Jay, everyone else is gonna die. I think they just, I'm not gonna die. Or they go, I'll get around to being happy. I'll get around to making my masterpiece of my life. I'll get around to my dreams. I'm gonna get around to fixing this relationship that's broken. I'm gonna get around to feeling those emotions. And then it's another day, and they keep it in the distance until there are no more days. And I don't care if you're 18 years old listening to this, 28 or 48. We don't know if we have one more day, or 100 more days, or 1,000 more days. But we know this, there'll eventually be a time where we don't have any more days. And so why would we spend the ones that are coming looking at the past?
Everything, the business falls apart, their sense of self falls apart, their health falls apart, the relationship that they thought was so steady falls apart. And all of a sudden they're left with, now I have to face the truth of what's always been there that I haven't wanted to admit.
So when your excuses make you feel a little bit better about the fact that you didn't execute on what you needed to execute on, then they can make you feel better, but they're not helping you. They're not helping you at all.
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside, but no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test, trying to give you a way out, trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every day of your life. No matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
Go do something that's hard. Go try and accomplish something that's hard. You may win, you may lose, you may succeed, you may fail. I'll tell you what, you'll be better. If you avoid those things that are hard, if you don't accept that challenge, if you don't step up and step into that cold water, and you sit on your couch and eat Doritos, I can tell you this is not a good move. This is not a good move. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just get up. Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it.
I've wasted my life hanging out with a bunch of guys just like you. And they all go away at a certain point. And I realized this guy's kind of telling the truth. This is coming from somewhere. So I'm having my own little, okay, well, what have I done with my life so far? So far, enough. Hitting 25. I'm seeing what it's like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
When you turn 30.
A window to the future.
When you're turning 30 and you're in this situation. And there was like one night that I had what I used to call, I would do it every once in a while. I haven't done it in a long time, thankfully. I would have a Quentin to Test Fest where I'd stay up all night long. And rather than give myself excuses, I would look at everything that I'm up in my life or everything I'm not doing or whatever, and just not give myself any excuses out, just like nail it. And I would spend like all night laying out everything I'm doing that's wrong. And then I would spend the last 2 hours figuring out how I can change it.
Why not be insanely delusional and optimistic? Why not? What is the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen usually is never that bad. So you may as well be delusional, optimistic, because I promise you, if you are, you will go through your day looking for the opportunities, attracting wealth and growth and people into your life that you never thought possible. Why not? Just be excited about it, because anything can happen if you just accept optimism into your life.
But what if everything doesn't work out for me? But what happens if everything does work out, huh? You want to sit here and overthink the worst? Well, I'm going to sit here and overthink the best for the both of us. What happens if you do get that dream life that you want, that dream job that you want, all the money in the world that you could possibly think of, simply because you took a risk? You chose to bet on yourself, and then everything worked out for you, huh? They say you have to pretend to fall asleep before you can actually fall asleep. Well, what happens if you have to pretend that you have your dream life way before you have it, huh? You have to trust your vision before it turns into a reality, huh? What if everything worked out for you because you trusted yourself, you trusted your vision, and you get everything you ever wanted?
Your excuses will destroy you and take everything that you ever wanted from you if you let them.
Doesn't sound like a friend.
No, it's definitely not a friend. It's definitely not a friend. It can seem like a friend, just like your friend that keeps feeding you drinks at the bar can seem like a friend, but are they really helping you in any way, shape, or form? No, they're not.
We say in personal development, if you look for an excuse, you will always find one. My advice is stop looking, right? Stop looking for excuses. Take responsibility. But when I say like that, which is like one of the most obvious things that I could say, some people find it controversial.
Are excuses the opposite? Excuses and blame, is that the opposite of extreme ownership?
That is the opposite of extreme ownership. Extreme ownership is, this went wrong, this failed, didn't accomplish this, and it's not the fault of my boss, it's not the fault of my girlfriend, it's not the fault of my parents, it's not the fault of the weather, it's my fault. And I'm gonna take ownership of it, and I'm gonna fix it.
The reason you may lack confidence may come from the way that you see yourself. A lot of the times, the way we view ourselves, we don't see ourselves in a way where we think that we'll be okay. And that may not sound like anything, but just watch how everything lines up. So confidence is simply you knowing that whatever happens, that you'll be fine. You having ability to be calm under circumstances because you know that everything will be okay. If you practice a skill, right? Let's say you go out and you do a layup 100 times. You're gonna have more confidence in your ability to make that shot.
Because when you look around at your life and you look around at your job and your financial situation and your relationship and your physical health, and when you look at all those things and all the problems that you may have with those things, and you say, the reason I have all of those problems is because of me, that can hurt. That can sting. And a lot of times our ego rejects that and makes excuses and lies. And then we don't have to change anything. And then nothing changes.
After those 100 times than when you first started. If you've been doing layups for 10 years like an athlete, you don't have the lack of confidence. You're not afraid to do a layup because it's just that easy. You develop that skill, that muscle memory, you put in the work. Steph Curry shoots a three and he knows just off the spin that is going in, he turns around and celebrates. And if it don't go in, he's not hurt by it. He gets back on defense and keeps the game going because he has confidence. He knows that no matter what, he will be fine. People that excel at certain things, whether it's sports, whether it's entertaining, they have confidence because they have put in so much work and so much effort that they know they'll be okay. And a lot of those people are still shy naturally. But when they get out on the stage, they go crazy. It's like a alter ego or whatever it is, but they know that they will be fine. That's how they perform so well.
Those that have the lowest self-esteem will use excuses and blame the most because it's, personal responsibility might not, in the short term at least, do anything for my already low self-esteem. So I'm going to blame the world as self-defense.
That sounds like excuses to me. I mean, you got to figure it out. right? If you really have an obsession to figure it out, you will figure it out, right? And every puzzle is constructed differently, right? AI's situation when he came into the league was different than mine. Mike's situation in Chicago was different than mine, right? Everybody has a different puzzle, man. You just got to figure out your own puzzle.
So the reason why a lot of people are not confident is because they don't see themselves in a light so where they can understand that they will be confident. Their frequency is off. Your frequency is what you frequently see. So if you frequently see yourself as this wounded person, as this person that doesn't love themselves and, that they're not secure, obviously you're going to be upset about it. Because think about it. You get in a relationship, you don't want to get cheated on, right? Because you're afraid that your relationship is not going to be okay. You're afraid that you're not going to be okay. So you move in a different way out of insecurity. You want to go approach a person. You don't want to be rejected because you don't want to be hurt. You don't want to not be okay, but it's okay to not be okay. And that's what confidence is. You know that things can go wrong. Yes, this can go wrong. Yes, this cannot go my way. And that's okay. Why? Because I'm still going to be alive. I'm still going to live. It's okay that this person keeps texting me. It's not going to ruin my video. It's not making my confidence go down.
But when the excuses all go away, and people can actually confront the fact that this is all because of me, and it hurts, but is also unbelievably empowering. Because if these problems are because of me, then I'm capable of fixing these problems. So even though extreme ownership hurts and is painful, it's also liberating because now you have control over your fate and over your destiny, and that is a glorious thing.
Be delusional, be so crazy to where people can't understand what is going on in your head. I don't care what anybody thinks. Listen to me, I'm so obsessed with what I'm doing right now. I'm so obsessed with the clothes and the practicing and the time and the commitment of putting energy and real emotion into the art of clothing. You feel what I'm saying? I told myself on that stage I want to be a fashion designer and have my own clothing brand one day. And a lot of people show me love, but at the same time, a lot of people thought I was crazy. A lot of people think that it's not possible. A lot of people being like, yeah, okay, because I'm a creator. It don't mean nothing. What I'm about to tell you guys is this. When you guys are living your life, be so crazy and delusional about whatever dream you have. Your dreams should sound crazy. I repeat, your dreams should sound crazy.
But in order to start this journey, you have to change the way you see yourself. And it's important for you to take care of yourself and do things to make yourself feel better about yourself. When I first started my journey to confidence, I had finally got my hair to a form that I was confident in. I had short locks. That was when I first started my thing. And the reason I wanted the short locks was because of the Lil Uzi phase and everything like that. I wanted the perfect locks, the Chief Keef link. You know what I'm saying? It was that. But first I started with my hair, and then I tried to wear a bunch of different clothes, and I wore things just to fit in. I wore things just because I knew other people was gonna compliment it. I tried all these things to change how I saw myself. But really, it went back to me finding the things that I truly like.
The bottom line is that if you're talking about beating everybody else on the planet to a thing, what you're actually talking about is what are you prepared to sacrifice psychologically, physically, existentially, relationally, socially, in terms of your self-esteem, your confidence, everything. If there's even a part of you that's thinking, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to balance it because I want to feel satisfied, and I want to feel comfortable with myself, and so on and so forth, that's fine for as long as it contributes to your performance within the domain that you're competing in.
I am so in love with the amount of things I have learned. I have visual and writing representation of everything in this journal that I have learned, and I cannot wait to share it with the world to inspire everybody else. The amount of things that I have learned while making clothes is truly beautiful. I fell in love with the art of sewing. I love sewing. I mean, I'm not the best sewer in the world, but I love sewing. And when people hear that, they think I'm bugging, or no, why not? Why not? Why do you have to question yourself on the dream that you want to pursue? Why do you have to listen to the people that think they know what it is for you? You have 75 years in this world and in this lifetime. If you get lucky to do whatever you want to do you understand me? So don't let anybody dictate you on what you want to do. You have 75 years if you get lucky. One life. You don't have no redos. You don't have nothing. There's nothing else after this. After this lifetime, there's nothing else. So go get it. Go chase the dream. Go get it.
And I want y'all to understand that a lot of people lack confidence. A lot of, your situations, the reason why you don't feel so confident about yourself is because of the perception that other people have given to you. A lot of the doubts that you have, those aren't your doubts. Your mom not believing that you could pursue your dream, so you have to go get a good job, those aren't your doubts. It's not the life you want to live. The times where you put on outfits and you absolutely love them, and then people laugh at you for the sole reason that they want you to feel bad about it because they didn't have the confidence to step outside like that and they wanted to dress like that. Those aren't your doubts. That's not your anxiety, but you have taken that because that's what they teach us. They don't teach us how to not accept that. They don't teach us how to live a life and ignore people and not be affected by these things, right? They don't teach us those things. But understand, people will try to kill your confidence. People will try to make you feel worse. And when they do that, you need to develop this mindset to where it motivates you to keep going more. When somebody tells me, oh, yo, bro, I don't like that shirt. Thank you for telling me that. It makes me like it more.
It's gonna feel better when it's over. And you know this. You know this. You know that when you get done doing the hard thing, it's gonna feel better. Waking up, working out, taking care of some tedious task. You know you will feel better when it is done. You know that. You also know that if you don't do the hard thing, the thing that you don't want to do, that you don't feel like doing, you know if you don't do it, you're going to feel inferior. You know you're going to feel weak. And that feeling, that horrible feeling, you know that feeling too. You know it. You know it's true. Those are the two outcomes.
When somebody tell me, yo, bro, oh no, you don't need to do that. It's people down there dying. I'm going even more. You just made me want to go more. Now I use my discernment to sort out what I need to. Maybe I need to be a little more careful. Maybe I do have a stain on my shirt. Like, there's things you can do to hear what people saying, but you don't have to take it in. You don't have to take it in. Because the people that have the time to try to bring somebody's confidence down, when I tell you they are at the lowest of low, they are lower than low can get. And what they are doing is feeding you any little bone they can give you for you to bite on it and for you to jump down in that hole with them. Because the people who have confidence, the people who are okay with themselves, the people who have something going for themselves, they don't have time, they don't have energy, and they don't even have the wanna to try to bring somebody down because they know how hard it is to bring yourself up. They know how hard it is to build yourself up.
And listen to me when I tell you this. Everything won't happen overnight. But if you give up today, if you quit today, it won't happen at all. So you have to ask yourself, what do you have to lose? Do you want to keep living that same life that you're living? Do you want to keep clocking into that job that you hate? Do you want to keep making the same old excuses, or do you want more? Because if you want more will be required of you. You're gonna have to take risks. You're gonna have to do the things that scare you. You're gonna have to step into the unknown and trust yourself enough to figure it out along the way. Taking a risk isn't dangerous, but staying the same is. So take the chance, bet on yourself, and become that person who you have always wanted to become.
And you have to adopt this mindset of that you did not build me, so you cannot break me. The way I see myself, nobody can change that. I don't care what you say. I don't care what information you have combined and made your own little experiment, your little equation. I don't care if it's proven by mathematics and science. I don't care. I am who I am. I am who I think I am. Nobody can change that. And I constantly tell myself these things. I constantly see this from myself. I constantly show up for myself. Anytime somebody tries to knock my confidence down, you can get gone. I can separate myself from you, or I'll make you feel stupid. Oh, Shaman, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like it either. Oh, well, now you don't have nothing to say because you're so used to people fighting it. Nah, I ain't gonna fight it.
Why not you? You know, we always say that. We always say, you know, it's us. You know, can it truly be us? Why not us? Why can't we work towards our goals and dreams? Why can't it be us? Why can't we be the ones to break generational curses? Why can't it be us? Why can't we be the ones to bring prosperity to our loved ones, our family? Why can't we be the ones to lead our friend group? Not because we're better than anybody, but because we're the ones that's not afraid to take on what life has to offer, what life will bring us. So now we can inspire others to go after their goals and dreams as well. Why not us? Why we get so scared? Why we get so fearful? Why do we doubt ourselves when we haven't even tried? That's something that we got to figure out first, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. That's something that we have to figure out first. That's something that's in us that we got to get rid of all that fear. We have to get rid of all that doubt.
We keep letting these kids down. I see them going through it year after year after year. We don't want our kids to go through what we went through, but we're making them weaker and weaker and weaker by the year. I just don't understand that if your child doesn't go through anything, how can they accomplish anything? How can they be ready for the world, this real world that's out here? How can they be ready for them peers that lie, steal, cheat? How can they be ready for all that? How can they be ready for that boss that, he pick and choose who he want to get a raise to and all the rest of that? Y'all know how that go. So what are we doing to our kids? Not arming them, getting them the tools that they need young. We only gonna make things hard for them. So just a suggestion, get your kids ready young. Get them ready for life, not ready to live in your house, or they will be living at your house, creating a lot of issues at your house. It's up to you, folks. We gotta do what we gotta do for these kids and stop making excuses.
Y'all gotta stop allowing people to take your confidence, because that's all that's happening. That's all that's happening. And a lot of times we do it, to ourselves. I'm always looking here first. But I know how it is. Trust me. Trust me and believe me. And it's not just random strangers. Bro, it be your friends, it be your family. Oh, look at him trying to be somebody. Oh, look, you got your little YouTube, huh? Yeah, it's always little, ain't it? It's always little until it's big. Now everybody, oh man, I always supported you, right? You start doing, oh, that's cringy. That's cringy. Now when it works, oh bro, how you do that? How much you make? Everybody want to know then, right? Everybody want to know then. So regardless of what it is, including yourself, for one, if you're gonna do it, make sure you like it. Since you are you, make sure you like yourself. Make sure you love yourself.
And I know what you're saying. Well, if I'm scared and I'm doing it, and how am I gonna get rid of the fear? The more you do it, the more the fear will go away. When you broke, the more you put in the work, the more you'll figure out how to get money. You have to do it regardless of how you feel. You have to do it in the process of being broke. You have to do it in the process of being scared. You have to do it in the process of the doubt. You have to do it when nobody believes in you. You have to do it when you don't want to do it, because that's when you'll do the greatest work. That's when you'll do the best work. That's when it counts the most, when you don't want to do it, when you don't want to go to the gym, but you going anyways, even though you just don't feel like it. That's when you have your best gym session.
And build a bulletproof belief, a bulletproof idea of who you are and what you want to do, and constantly feed that to yourself every day. Most people do it in terms of daily affirmations. I am great. I am good. I am living my dreams. I am building my dreams. I don't chase my dreams. I have everything I want in life. Life is just late. You already know about my quote. Tell yourself the things that you would want to hear. Tell yourself the things that will heal your inner child. You have to take care of that part of yourself, because if you don't, you're going to be bitter. What's the quote? Be bitter or be better. And so many people have so much time to be bitter that they can't be better. And what do? They go out here and they want you to be bitter as well. They want you to be sad too. Misery loves company. Well, damn it, I don't like misery and I don't need your company.
Get control of your emotions and carry on with your life. And sometimes you're gonna get hit with those waves, and that's okay. I think that's a big misconception, and sort of relates to what you're saying. Oh, I'm having an emotional moment right now. There's something wrong with me. No, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. The other extreme is, oh, I'm letting my emotions run my life and I'm making a bunch of bad decisions. And my excuse is, well, I lost some friends, or I had this traumatic experience happen to me. That's why I'm doing. That's just an excuse.
Expose those lies, man. I've learned now, growing up, that, okay, I am good enough. Why am I talking down to myself? Don't I want a championship moment? Don't I deserve that? And all I have to do is give myself permission to be me. And yeah, I may fail, but what drives me is that a lot of the time we're always, oh, what's my calling? And even in that moment on that stage, right, where I still remember the lady's name, her name was Margaret. She gave me permission to be me. Where are we giving ourselves permission to be our best version of self? You have to give yourself permission every day. You just woke up every day and then first of all, you didn't even thank your body for putting up with your ass. So I should give myself permission and almost declare it every day. Like, I declare that I'm gonna go out here and make a difference in my life. I declare that I'm gonna go do this cardio that I freaking don't like. I declare that I'm gonna eat better. I declare that I'm actually going to look at my wife in the eye and tell her something sweet.
Like my one self-doubt in myself is more dangerous than 1,000 people doubting my ability to build that franchise, Fit Body Bootcamp, and ultimately, have a big exit. And so the conversation, the most important conversation you could ever have is that conversation that takes place between your ears, right? With yourself. Like you could sit here, and I know you never would, but if you're like, Bedros, you're going to fail at your next big business, and then you're going to fail at the one. Cool. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate your opinion, man. And then I could see the guy in my hotel, let's say he says the same thing. By the time I get home tomorrow, 1,000 people told me I'm going to fail and I'm never going to succeed. None of that will impact me. But the moment I allow any one of those seeds to take root in my mind and I go, maybe Nick's right, it's over, then I will now find evidence to erode my future.
Today, I'm going to do something different because I'm going to change the pattern. I'm going to change the pattern and I'm going to make it work for me because this life is worth living. So I give myself permission to be great. And I think what happens is by giving yourself permission, other people see that and they get frustrated because they're like, how did he figure it out? Because all I did was answer the call to my own greatness. You're still wondering where the call is coming from. It's already there. Just pick up the phone and say, I accept. When we don't accept that calling, it then goes to somebody else. Someone else got, hey, who's going to pick up that phone? Someone going to get that? Well, it's for you, Phil. No, oh, shit, it's for me. If I don't pick it up in time, the way this works, it's going to go to somebody else.
Oh, you have motivation. No, I just understand cause and effect. I live by those principles. I know if I work hard, I'll make more money. I know if I train hard, I'll have a better body. I know if I get out of bed, I'll do more things than if I stay in bed. It's cause and effect, and you know that as well as an adult. You just want to pretend it's not true, and you want an excuse to not perform, an excuse to not do anything. And depression is the excuse you come up with.
And then they're going to get the championship moment. And you and I both have seen this, whether it's been happening in our lives or someone else's life. When they don't pick it up, if you don't pick it up, that's when you don't get the girl. You don't get the date for prom that you really wanted. You settled for something else because of your indecisiveness, because of your fear. You didn't get the job. You didn't go to the school. You didn't get anything that you really wanted. And now the person that had half as much as the talent as you, that just took a risk on themselves and gave themselves permission to succeed. And if they fail, so what? You're hating on them. You're talking shit about them. You're saying, oh yeah, it must be nice. Must be nice. You get to go on the vacations. Why does he have to? Oh, he's a kiss. He's this, he's that. No, you dummy. It was you and your inability to execute.
Excusitis is basically an illness that says any excuse will do. If you want an excuse for why you can't work, you'll make one up. If you want an excuse for why you can't succeed, you'll make one up. Cure yourself of excusitis, the failure disease. Oh, but my health isn't good. I'm not smart enough. Oh, I'm too old to do that. Oh, well, that person was lucky. I got bad luck. If you want an excuse for why you just can't, you will make one up. Any excuse will do. But excuses don't help anybody, especially not yourself. That job that's going to pay you next week or this week, would they pay you for showing up and doing your job, or are they going to pay you for excuses? If you want to be fit, or if you are fit and you used to be fat, did your body change because you finally decided to have some discipline? Or did it change because you made excuses?
And that's why they hate when you attack their excuses, because you attack their entire identity. And then they just call you names and call you insensitive, and they insult you on the internet like everyone does to me. And I continue to be a successful millionaire, and they continue not to be. And it is what it is. It doesn't bother me one iota. And it's life. It's up to them. But I've said this a million times when I've met people who are sad or depressed. I say, listen, you need to stop talking about this shit and get some work done.
Open your mind up to new ideas, because when you expose yourself to ways of thinking, ideas, when you associate with things that are unfamiliar to you or people who are unfamiliar to you, that is when your life starts to change.
Stop talking. What is these words? Oh, I'm depressed. Shut up. Let's get down. Let's do some stuff. Because it's all you're living in some fantasy in your mind. And if you live in the real world, that will get knocked out of you pretty quickly, I'm pretty sure. I think a lot of people don't understand the reasoning behind why a lot of this garbage, such as depression, is propagated and supported by the media and Hollywood. Okay, if let's say you're in Hollywood, you have 100 million followers. Do you think you can just say whatever you want? Do you think you can just say your opinion? Or do you think there's people who say, no, you can say this, you can't say that. You can say this, you can't just have 100, 200 million followers and start spouting your mouth off about what you think. Because you're controlled, because you're part of the agenda. So why is depression as a whole, let's stay on the depression subject, because it's one of many, there's many, but let's just stick to this one. Why is depression as a whole propagated by the machine? Why does the West want people depressed? And the simple answer is because when people are weak-minded, it's easier to control them.
Association can be life. Association can be death. It depends on what you feed yourself. You'll always be negative if you only feed yourself negative. If you want to be happier and have a more fulfilling life, educate yourself. You don't know until you try. If you want to change your life, this is the book you need to be reading. The Magic of Thinking Big.